In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to maintain stock in Microsoft Excel. We are going to set up a simple live calculation that helps you track how much stock you have, and we are going to make it update automatically as your numbers change. This approach is great for staying organized because you only need to adjust your input data, and the formula will do the work for you. To begin, open Microsoft Excel and look for your worksheet grid where you will enter your product data. Next, type your product information into cells, a 2 through D4, exactly as shown below. You should be careful about matching the placement of each value in the correct cell, because the formulas that follow depend on those specific positions. If your sheet already has headers in row 1, this step simply fills the data area underneath them. Once you have entered the data in cells A2 through D4, take a moment to review what you typed. Confirm that each value is in the correct cell and that it matches what you expect to see. This is the best time to correct any small mistakes, since the calculation will be based directly on these cells. Now we are ready to start the live calculation. Click cell E2 to begin your stock calculation formula. You will notice that E2 is the first cell in column E for your data area. Selecting it ensures that when you enter the formula, it will be placed in the correct spot and will calculate the result for the first row of your products. With cell E2 selected, type the formula exactly as follows: =B2 plus C2D2, then press Enter. This formula combines values from cells B2, C2, and D2. The plus signs add the incoming or adding amounts, and the minus sign subtracts the outgoing or reducing amounts. Excel uses the arithmetic in the formula to produce the stock result automatically based on your current numbers. After you press Enter, you should see a calculated value appear in cell E2. At this point, it helps to look at the result and compare it to the logic you intended. If the output seems wrong, it usually means one of the input values was placed incorrectly in columns A through D, or the formula was typed into the wrong cell. Next, click cell E2 again, so the formula cell is selected. This step matters because the following action relies on grabbing a small handle that appears when E2 is active. Now look closely at the bottom right corner of cell E2. You will see a tiny box, often called the fill handle. Click and keep your focus there, because this is what we will use to copy the formula into the remaining cells in the range that should calculate stock. Then double-click. When you double-click the fill handle, Excel will automatically extend the formula down the column as far as it can, based on adjacent data. This is a convenient way to populate E3 and E4 with the same calculation pattern, using the corresponding B, C, and D values for each row. After the double-click, take a moment to scan the results in column E across the relevant rows. You should see updated calculated stock values that match each row's input data. If the values did not fill as expected, it usually means there is missing data in the corresponding cells in columns B, C, or D, which can affect how far Excel chooses to extend the formula. To maintain stock over time, remember that the power of this method is that the formula stays connected to your inputs. If you later update the numbers in the cells B, C, and D for each row, the stock result in column E will refresh automatically, saving you from recalculating everything manually. And that covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.